A fight underway in Salem now over rent control. Renters' rights groups backing a bill to lower rent increases, not allowed to climb almost 15% due to inflation. But Republican lawmakers opposing it, saying it will discourage landlords from renting. Lisa Balick, looking into this, joins us live from Sherwood. We're hearing more about this Senate bill. What is this about, Lisa?
Well, you're going to hear a lot about it, and it is going to be quite a battle in Salem, no question about that. We actually followed up today with a woman we introduced you to back in January who is facing a massive rent increase. She was part of a news conference today with supporters of this bill trying to stop these rent increases.
My complex has actually raised my rent by 32% for a lease renewal for 12 months.
Jessica Israel lives here at a Sherwood apartment complex with her husband and her 2-year-old. Her yearly renewal offer is more than $500 a month more than she's paying now. Under the current state law, there's a rent cap in place, 7% plus inflation, a maximum of close to 15%. But there's a catch. It's a cap only on buildings more than 15 years old, and Jessica's building is newer, so it doesn't apply.
I'm hoping that this measure gets passed because in my case, I do believe that it is discrimination. We are the only people who look like us in our building, and trying to force us out in such a way, it means that there's a loophole in the law right now that if landlords choose, they really can employ discriminatory practices.
Senate Bill 611 would change the law. The rent cap exemption would be for buildings 3 years old or newer and limit the total rent increase to 8%. Supporters at a news conference today say it may be a choice right now for some of having to pay rent or buy food and medication. There is, though, strong opposition from landlord organizations and Republican lawmakers. They also object to part of the bill that triples the amount of money a landlord must pay a tenant when terminating a lease. Meanwhile, Jessica found out others in her building with the same style apartment are getting a 15% increase, not the 32%.
There's just no excuse for that unless you're purposely trying to push someone out of their home and price them out.
Which you feel like they're trying to do?
Absolutely. Absolutely. They're trying to price us out. And there's no reason. We've never been late on our rent. We don't have any violation notices. There's really no reason for it.
I reached out to the property management company and have not yet heard back. Meanwhile, Jessica says she's filed a discrimination complaint with the Federal Housing and Urban Development Office and was told they are investigating her case. Now, as far as that hearing, that is going to be happening at 8 a.m. on Monday, and you can still sign up to give public testimony on this particular bill dealing with rent increases. We have a link to do that at KOIN.com. Live in Sherwood, Lisa Balick, KOIN 6 News.
All right.